just realized. I just realized I put the wrong time for the title of the stream, which I don't know if I can change, but I'll try to change that now, I guess. Okay, that went black. Get rid of that. Bear with me here. Making mistakes all the time. And then I can just get to not get distracted. Go back to what I was doing. 2013. It is not 2013. It is 2023. Save. It's gonna be something. Okay, so I did change the title up here. So hopefully it didn't break the stream. Let's see here. And I'll just do what I was doing. Minimize the chat. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna minimize the chat. Don't worry about it. Pause that. It's been 7 minutes. Let's try to break the record of not having standby on for 13 minutes. So yeah, all right. All right, let's go to this. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we can finish what I was doing earlier today, where I was trying a new pattern for our floor tile effect thing. So we will continue with that. Let's see here. Close some things out here so they're not in the way. Yeah. It's looking good. Yeah, looking good. Okay. Yeah, let's just continue. Oh yeah, I was gonna make that a 6. I'd love to play Spotify like jazz music, but I can't. Because it's probably gonna be like, you're not allowed. Come on. Alright, so... Oops. Okay, that's more what I was looking for. In fact, that's pretty much what I was looking for. On the spot. Alright, that's perfect. That is perfect. On the nose. Oh, geez. Oh, God, what the heck? Oh, my God. What's going on here? Is this another bug? Seriously. What the heck? I don't want to deal with more bugs. Oh, I think, okay, it's... Huh? Oh, I know. I know why it's doing it. It's kind of weird, though. Oh, you know what? I know. It's because of the... Dungeon brick only has so many alt tiles. I wish I could bring it up in the... No, that's a... Huh? That's a sprite. What am I... you know what? Just go to the floor tiles. Dungeon brick. No, it's not dungeon brick. It's, What? Kingdom brick. Oh, okay, yeah, so there's only one alt. Okay, that's why I'm getting that bug. So it's my own fault. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. This is showing me exactly what I want. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and we're gonna go back here. So this is pretty much the shape that I wanted. So now what we're gonna do is see. Height, remap 0.5. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do here is instead of doing this, we're going to do basically a second sample where we're gonna say, I guess in this case we will have to use like the noise 3D because otherwise like what we would have to do is, and I guess we could do this, you'd have to like have a slightly different noise seed unless let's see here. Let's check this. Oh yeah. Huh. Well, huh. Interesting. I wonder if I should do let's say let's do here. It's a bit weird, but I think this will be, for the sake of performance, this is going to be better. I kind of understand why they do it like that. I mean, at the same time, it's like, why make it a class? Why just make it a struct or something? I don't know. And do that. And we'll say, like... I can seed it, right? Well, no, I need to... Oh, I need to provide a seed. So what I can do is I can say, like, well, how do they... Let's see. So they're just doing a bunch of math. They're just doing a bunch. They're doing it multiple times in a bunch of different ways. Doing a lot of stuff just to set things up, which is pretty cool, honestly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Well, I'm going to do the same thing here, except maybe like... So this is a ticks. So this is that number. But what I'll do is I'll say like... Can't I just rotate the bits? Can I do that easily? I think I can. Yeah, I'll do like... Why not? Have some fun, right? Do some stuff you don't usually do. Why not? Let's see here. take our ticks value, and what I'm going to do is I want to rotate the bits once just to kind of like get a new value. So I could just XOR, but I'm feeling a little bit creative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like that. And then I'll say ticks so I'm going to shift it to the right 1 bit. That will shift it over. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that the bit that gets shifted away gets preserved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole thing and I'm going to OR it by ticks like this. Now this is a long, so that's 64 bits. So what I have to do is I have to shift the leftmost bit. I have to get a calculator out to make sure I'm like doing this correct. But like, yeah, let's say it's like 32 bits. So then if we're shifting it to the right, I think you just shift it to the right 32 times, right? Like if we do left shift or right shift, 32, that's going to give you 0. So you have to do right shift 31. Okay. So it's going to be right shift 31 in this case because it's a, or actually no, it's not 31, it's going to be 63 because it's going to be like this and you right shift by 63 and that gives you 1. So yeah, and this will be the rotated. There you go, rotate. I think that's correct. You take your value, you shift all the bits to the left once, but then you take your original value and you shift all the bits away so that the leftmost bit is all the way in the ones place, and then you OR them together. So this should, in theory, give you a different value. I can even verify this with Compiler Explorer, but this should be correct. And then I can do this, and this will give you a completely different value, or at least something considerably different to some extent. And then I'll use those two noises to then do that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, can I do read only? I can. So I will make it public like this, and this will allow me to do what I want to do. So, okay. Let's check the chat. Oh, hey Ted. What percentage would you estimate the game will be finished when it's released into early access? I remember you saying that you guys don't even know what the final boss will be. Yeah, so to clarify, like, so our target right now is early access next month. That will be the 17th of November. That's our target right now. And I specifically use the word target because, it's not like there's a good chance we might not do, early access. We're trying to get as much content into early access as we can right now. We're trying to do a lot. But this is not like the game's finished in early access. If the game's finished, there's almost no point in doing early access. I know there's different stipulations and you should do early access in these situations or whatever. There's a reason why early access exists. It's ultimately you do early access when your game is like still in development and a lot of things are subject to change. And basically the idea is it allows the community of people to basically give feedback on the game for players to take part in the development of the game. If you read on different pages of Steam's website, Steam's various different documentation pages, it'll explain that this is the reason why it exists, so that players can be part of the development process and give feedback and stuff like that. So, yeah. I remember you saying that you guys don't even know what the final boss will be. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, a couple hours ago, like the final boss is obviously not going to be in the game for early access because we're like not close to like the game is going to have different layers to it. There's a big explanation I don't want to get into with it right now, but like there's different layers which you can basically just think of like levels, and essentially the final boss is on the last layer. And right now we're trying to add layer 2 to the game for early access. So that's where we're at right now. We have not really talked about, well, we have. There have been in the past talks about what it could be, but chances are it's going to be something very, very different. Or the actual final boss, um, there's not like a clear, you know, this is how it's going to be, right? We have some ideas, but it's not 100% clear quite yet what that's going to be like. So yeah. I want to test something here in Compiler Explorer because, of course, I just want to verify. So I'm going to do like I did in my code. I'm going to do this, except it's going to be, I'll just call it rotate, like that. And I'll say, I'll make it an unsigned int and do the same thing, except this is 32 bits. So we're going to say, instead of 63, it's going to be 32, 31, like that. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say unsigned int r, and I'll say r is equal to rotate. And if we say 1, it should just be 2, I believe. Yeah, and if we say 2, it should be 4, and if we say 93, it should be 186, and that's because 93 times 2 is 186. So if instead we say 1 with 32 zeros at the end, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Hopefully that's correct. We get 1. Okay, so there you go. If I drop it down, it's going to be a big number. If we do it again, it's going to be that. So that, in fact, if I make it 1 bigger, I'm probably going to get an error. No, it's just going to be 0. And it's going to give me an issue. Okay, so that works. That works. So this is the correct code. All right, let's minimize that. So we did a nice little rotate. In fact, I wanted to actually test, like, if I threw in, like, random bits, like, what kind of number, like, just probably want to. Or what if I did, I should just do, like, is that going to fit inside of 32 bits? Let's just do that. 8, 7, 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, 3 times 2 is equal to that number, which is actually the same number. That's or it's double. Well, that's fine. That's fine. This is all I really need because it's going to do what I expect. And this will give me a new layer, so I can have 2 different noise things I can use, which will be nice. In fact, that's probably what I should be doing in some situations, probably. I shouldn't be using 3D noise if it's not necessary to make things faster, but with that being said, now I can say Well, actually, what? Yeah, why is it called noise test? I should just call it like, uh, I can't, what? I'm not allowed to do that? Really? That's dumb. That's gonna cause some problems. Why not? uh, yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna regret it, but noise. Noise. It's fine. Okay, so now I can just say like simplex dot noise 2, and I can say evaluate. Oh, there's 3 versions. And we can do, oh, yeah, I should just be able to, yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm probably gonna get errors, that's fine. So we'll evaluate that. And the value I'm assuming is in the range 0 to 1, or at least I hope it is. I don't think it explains where the range is or whatever. Huh. Um, yeah, assuming it's in the range 0 to 1, which it might not be, but I have no idea. And we'll take it and multiply by total alt sprites. So that'll give you that. And then what we can do is we can then say, oh, this is where this comes into play, where we do this down here, where we say like, tile index. Is there a tile index? Where is it? No, it's just yeah, we can say like int tile index is equal to tile value times that, and then we'll say yeah, I do want to do this as well. I want to should I? Yeah, well, I'll try it. Why not? I'll throw that in as well. Tile index subtract by 0, or in this case max exclusive. So that, which is 0 to 1, 0 or 1, and then we subtract, and then we do our clamp. So we clamp the value, so tile index is between that and that, just to make sure that it's not outside the range. And then we can just plug that in right there. And we'll see what that gives us. Something tells me I know what I'm going to get. But we'll see. We'll see. It's a matter of tweaking. Huh. Okay, I like this a lot more. I do have to make it a little bit more exaggerated, I think. I think there's different things we can do. I like it. It's obviously it's the same tiles that are kind of weird looking, but like it has the same spirit to it. It's like you can tell that these are like uh they're different, but it's too subtle for what like people have been saying. Like they want to see something that looks a little bit different. I should also fly around and make sure I don't have any issues with the structures. It's just a structure right there. Yeah, no issues with. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's even doing it with the structures, which is interesting. It's weird because it should be like randomly generating a, oh, I wonder. Oh, that's something I should do. Uh, so if the number's negative, because it could be negative, um, in that case, in this case, it could be negative because if it's like only one tile, it's going to be like tile value between somewhere between one, but times multiply by one, it'll be 0 each time. But then if it subtracts, it'll be negative. So if it's negative, then what we should do is say, uh, here, what do we do? Um, so we have, is this possible? Let's see here. Const sprite main floor sprite. No, I can't do that. Can I make it read only? That doesn't matter. So main floor sprite. Let's say floor sprite is equal to that. Do that. But then what I'll do is I'll say that before I clamp, I will simply say if tile index is less than 0, so if it's negative, then floor sprite is equal to the main floor sprite. Else, we do this. So, if anything, it kind of makes the clamp kind of redundant. Kind of makes some of that like no, like at that point, you're in the negative case, you're doing that, so it doesn't matter there. So I guess what I could do is I could just say, so if it's negative, you just do that. But if it's positive, you do the other thing. So you'd basically say like tile index. See with a clamp. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make it so that it'll be min instead. I'll just use min. And then I'll do this because that will hopefully make things a little bit faster to try to be more strict in terms of performance. So if the number's negative, we do this. If it's not negative, so if it's 0 or something else, so it could be a really high number, we're going to clamp it. We're going to do an upper bound clamp, and which we'll do that, and then assign the floor sprite that way, and then from there, we are good. Let's see. And that should add a bit of randomness to, well, to a lot of things, right? Some much needed randomness in the places where it doesn't exist currently. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to quick go to this for a second. I'm going to open up, I want to open up my files and I want to see the original floor tile because I had made modifications to the floor tile and I want to make a different type of change, which actually I don't, oh yeah, yeah, I need the original. So where are the alt tiles? Floor layer? Here, oh, here they are. Okay, so let me open up paint.net. And do floor stone, open. Okay, so yeah, here's the original alt tiles. What I want to do is I want to take, I don't know how Mike does this. It just feels like there's just there's so many opportunities to like screw up. Like, okay, so I sort of frick. I sort of frick. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna impose a grid because it just makes things a million times easier. Okay. Yeah, all of these, I think, like number one, they need to be a little bit more contrasting. So this is a brightness of 33, of course, which is not, it's not out of 100. So I gotta do, or it's out of 100. 33 times that times 255. 84, yeah, so 84. This is my trick. That curves, put a pin at 84, and rip. Is that oh yeah, I think that's gonna be, oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. The only thing I think is like, I want to make, yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm like trying to think, how can I make this a little bit more obvious? I think what I'll do is I'll add some like, yeah, because here he's got some like dark circle-y spots to try to make things pop. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make these like more 3D-ish, or some of them at least. Like I have no idea. It's probably not at all. I don't know how to make this look 3D. It's just gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. How do you make it look like it's 3D? Maybe I should look at I see. So there's a highlight on the bottom. There's a highlight on the bottom. So that is sort of making it look. So yeah, I'm gonna create a new layer so I'm not being destructive of the original. And just like, let me put that there, and then also sample another color. Brighten it up a little bit. Is that, no, a little brighter? Maybe too bright? That's fine. Just so I got those colors there. And I'm gonna try again, except Oh no, I'm being distracted. Oh, I did it. You know, I'm stupid. Let's do it all over again. Copy that. That's how I'll do it. There we go. There we go. Okay, I didn't lose them. Do it all over again. That is sort of looking 3D-ish. What if I... Huh. Interesting. What happens if I do... No. You're like, too much colors, too many colors. Holy cannoli. Eh. I mean, it looks 3D, but... Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be doing all of this. I should just be... let's see. Maybe it'll have a different effect if we add it to, like... I just want to make it look more 3D. And I feel like it shouldn't be that complicated because it already looks like... What happens if I, It just looks weird. I know it's all in the shading. It's literally all in the shading, like making something 3D. Like, God. Maybe, What in the world? There we go. I just think it doesn't quite look right, but I feel like I'm onto something. Happens if I... No. Eh, it's, it's getting somewhere. Hmm. Oh, come on. It sort of makes it 3D, sort of. Sort of. I guess. I think that's what he was trying to do here, was like add chunkier... No, add chunkier stuff to try to make it look more 3D-ish. These terms... Why does it look like this? What am I doing wrong? Is it just the blender? Oh, oh, that's why. It's because of the... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hmm. I think I'm on to something here. I think I'm on to something, which could literally be, like, not much. sort of looking 3D-ish now. Sort of. Maybe it's too bright. Nope. Yeah, that works a little bit better. Yeah. That's a bit that's better. I just need I'm trying really, really hard to make something that looks decent, but no. You are not allowed to make something that looks decent. Okay, that's looking closer. Hmm. Okay. That this is infuriating. I feel like I shouldn't really spend any time on this. Like, it's just getting worse. Oh, okay. I guess that looks okay. Kinda makes it look 3D-ish, I guess. Shouldn't even be doing that. Like, doesn't look good. Gotta brighten that up. I think this is the way to go. Like, you darken these spots like that. And then what you do is we take these, this, that. It sort of looks better. I'm like questioning. I'm really questioning this. Like, it's getting somewhere, but it just doesn't feel right at all. It feels so wrong. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that looks better. Um, that's okay. Uh, and I think yeah, it doesn't look good if I have this. Yeah, that looks way better. Uh, yep. In fact, hmm. Oh yeah, that looks better. That looks way better. Maybe I feel like I should push this over to the side. Yeah, that's better. And then do that. That looks okay. It looks okay. Feel like it should be like maybe one more. Like maybe like this little sliver here. Like a have like a maybe hmm. What was that? That looks a bit weird, and I think it can be adjusted because well, it's non-destructive, so it's I can try to like adjust the curves on it. Like I can probably do like yeah, that's technically a bit more subtle, I suppose. Um, I'm afraid to do more, but I feel like I'm getting somewhere here. Uh, Oh. Ah, I could just do that. Okay. That's a nice, easy way to make things look 3D-ish, I guess. Come on. I'll do that one. Let's see. I think I'll do that one. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll just do that. I feel like maybe... Hmm. I'm really tempted to, like, remove this. Because... Ah! Interesting. How about that? Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay, now I think we're cooking a little bit here. With what we got. Can we get some, let's see. That looks okay. Could I put another one elsewhere? Like, maybe... right here? No, it's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Hmm. I think that's fine. In fact, now what I can do is I'll add like some of these blotches here. I'll make them like, well, it'll be this color, but it'll be like different blotches like this. It'll be like say like that. And then we'll say okay, well, that's something. I think I need to, uh-oh. Yeah. And then I'm gonna add like a little bit of a bit like that. Nice. Okay. Maybe another blip. Like Bob Ross now. Finally, took you so long to hop in here and start insulting insulting my artistic skills. It's just I was just starting to say that I'm like sound like Bob Ross. Do a little bloop. And then I'm gonna do something here. Yeah. Come on. What's going on? It's weird. Okay, there we go. Where was I gonna draw? Right here, I think. Okay. Okay. I feel like that doesn't look right. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Kind of wish there was a... Oh, you know what? Huh. Or should it be the on the other side? Uh, maybe? No, that doesn't look right. It has to be, like, on the other side, I think. Uh, yeah, that looks more correct to me. I'm gonna move that so it's more like... Yeah. And then... That's fine. Yeah, that, like, immediately makes... Yeah. Huh. Okay. Ah! Like having a aha moment right now. Having a genuine aha moment. I mean, it's just too dark. Like, I think I want them to be that way, but, like, it's just too contrasting. Contrasting way too much. Are there different colors? Yeah. Hmm. All right, so I'm gonna make it slightly brighter, maybe? Ever so slightly brighter, which that looks actually a bit better. That looks quite a bit better. And I think I should probably also do the same for the highlights. They should be just a wee bit darker. That's better. Just that little slight adjustment of the brightness, I think, made it look less weird. Okay, back to what I was doing. Doop doop doop. Doop doop. Oh yeah. Hmm. It's fine. That's looking a bit more approachable, I suppose. That's one way of saying it. And that makes that look more like a separate object. What if I do like, yeah. Gotta do this. Uh, yep. That's good. Huh. Oh. Oh. Like, hmm. Why not? Ah, okay. Now I'm digging it. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. That looks good. Huh. Okay, I'm getting like, I want to try this. Yeah, I just gotta I think, number one, those colors aren't the same, so I'm just going to get rid of them because they're not the right colors. And I'm going to flatten. Save as. And I have to go to the thingy-majig. Got to go to the place where the stuff is stored. This is going to look a bit better, I would say. Uh, what was I just doing? Oh, I forgot. The floor tiles. What was I looking for? Oh, wow. When you zoom out, they really look different. Holy crap. Wait. Oh, you don't really see from that distance. You don't really... Oh, that might be a good thing to kind of compare. But yeah, I was trying to go to the floor tiles. Are these floor stone? This is just the single, though. Stone. I think it's under alt tile. Or floor tiles, alt tiles. There we go. Bring that open. Open this. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna look different. It's gonna look different. That's the thing too. Like this is 100%. Like the shadows are almost you could barely see them. The darker shades. If I go to 200, you do see them a bit. Like you do see them, and you don't want them to be like too in your face. Are these colors the same? 50, 52, 50. Okay, they are the same. That's fine. That's what I was hoping for. It's got like these. I mean, it's basically the effect I was looking for. So. Gotta wait for it to do its thing. I don't know why it takes this long. Let's check it. Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, I did manage to make them look a little bit more 3D, so it's a good attempt. And I think that'll look a bit better. We'll see what happens. It's a completely different pattern. That's strange. That's strange looking. I mean, it's... Yeah. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? There you go. Son of a bitch. Makes me wonder, like, I don't know. Maybe my brain just doesn't like the idea of, like, something. I don't know. I shouldn't have added that contrast. I added, like, way too much contrast, not realizing that that was gonna be bad. It's just, like, yeah. Let's see, can I can I reverse the contrast that I did? I think I can, technically, because I just did it to these. I did some, so couldn't I just do like reverse the contrast? Is that a thing? I technically used curves. And I went to like 84, was it? 84. And instead I'd go the other way to wash out the, instead of going that way, now going that way. Which, can really create some crazy colors. Doesn't have to be exact, but just less in your face. Here's a bright idea. Here's a bright fucking idea. How about I just copy the colors? Like this. Do that. And then bucket. Right? Is that correct? Bucket. Could lead to problems, but we'll see. Copy. Click. Bucket. Copy. Click. Bucket. And what was that? Was only three? Was there only three colors here? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. So, and then I put things on top, which, holy cannoli, they don't fit at all because I just changed the colors. That kind of speaks, that says something. That says something very important, I would admit. But I can just take these and apply a curve to them. I shouldn't have did that. There we go. To make them fit a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, it should be, again, the 83 or 84, 84. Come on. There. Okay. Yeah, that looks a whole lot. That looks way better. Still tempted to add a tiny bit of contrast. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more of that non-destructive smartness and copy these over and then apply the color curve to that and do like put it at 200 color curve. That did nothing. Exposure. No. Maybe I should turn that off. Maybe that'll help. Curve. No. It's way too much. Like ever so subtle. Ever so subtle. Like that. Yeah, okay. That's I'm liking that a bit more. So flatten, save, go back to here, let it do its thing again. How long have I been streaming for? It's probably been an hour. Yeah, oh, it's been an hour 30. Holy, that's kind of something, ain't it? Let's see. That I'm liking a bit more. That is a lot more likable. The only thing is I feel like it should be a bit more random. Like, every once in a while it's just a random tile or something. And I think I can do that. Like, what I can do is I can literally just say, in the code, instead of just subtracting 1 randomly, I can say subtract, like, say, I don't know. We'll do, like, and it depends on, obviously, like, now let's try the total alt sprites. So the total alt sprites for most things is like 5. So if you divide that by 2, you get 2.5. So we can say like total alt sprites divided by 2. And so that will be, well, can we do +1? I guess we could. We could say like +1, and that will, I think these parentheses are not needed, they're redundant, but that's fine. So then we would say like, 5 divided by 2 is equal to 2.52 plus 1 is 3. So then it will be like 3, so it'll be 0, 1, or 2, which means that there will be a bit more random variation in the tiles at that point. And I think this will make it look a little bit better at that point. Ultimately, it's just to try to like make it look better. There could be a lot of things that are done to make it look better. Wait, what if we say like 1? Yeah, that's just gonna do that. Okay. Okay, so I'm kind of liking this. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get a bigger picture vision of what's going on here. Okay, I'm liking that more. It's subtle. I think that's preferred. I think this is like, obviously this isn't what certain people out there are asking for, but like I'm appreciating this a little bit. I'm appreciating these that it's like more obvious what's going on here. So yeah, let's look around some more and see, because I know this is going to be affecting dungeons. How about that? Maybe I'm just fixating on it too much. I do think the sprite art can be better. Alterations specifically is what I mean by that. They're, and it's just something about it. But yeah. just the repetitiveness of them. I wish they... I mean, I could No, stop. Wait. It seems like it's doing a pretty good job at being like random and stuff. Yeah. And I am gonna add back in the part where it like we'll put like random speckles of the alt tiles as well. Now here we have a dungeon. Okay, so interesting. We have like, yeah, these like random splotches everywhere. In fact, I think if I put back the random splotches, it's gonna help. It's gonna like help the overall effect, I think. Um, so that's this part. That's like if that, and then in the event that there's uh uh,
Silver Ninja.
oh. What is this? What do you... It just keeps looping it. What? Whatever. Anyway. Let's see. If it's less than that, then do that. Yep. All right, let's see that. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that because I need to move on to something else. Shit needs to get done. More shit needs to get done. Okay, that's looking interesting. There's a lot going on here. It's not what I wanted. It almost makes me want to, like, reduce the... Yeah, you know what? That's just weird. Oh, that's gonna give me problems, isn't it? Select. Oh, no, I... It just doesn't look right. Nope, it doesn't look right at all. Like, can't do that. It ruins it. Yeah, what I have to do is I just have to select the bright pixels and then do the curve on that. And just reduce their brightness just a tiny bit. Just a teeny wee bit. Or maybe... their hue is not the same. So I think also I should... Yeah, it should be like... it should be that color, but like... that color. It automatically makes it look... makes it fit in a little bit more, but it needs to be ever so slightly... Oh, yeah. It almost makes me think that, like, these things shouldn't really have a... like, even though it looks good, it just clashes. It's just way, like, too eye-grabbing for it to feel like it's meaningful. It's like... that's probably going to look wrong. Yep. I'll just go with it at this point. What is this? Oh, I'm fucking up the wrong layer. But instead, I should be... Yeah. That looks better. Like ever so slightly different. Sometimes it's just... Sometimes it's a matter of a single... 165? Or 165. Okay, we'll go with that. And then, yeah. I think honestly, like, should have been like, yeah, it should have been. Like that, yeah. Yep. And now it's more like the others. That's better. And then maybe that looks okay, I guess. It's a lot of okay, I guesses. Doodly doo 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 doo. I feel I gotta stop at some point here. It's getting out of. Oh, okay, yeah. It's getting out of hand. My brain is starting to singe. Flatten. Hopefully it's 4 colors. Let's see. Let's see how many colors we got here. 1, 2, 3. Really? Can't be right. 1. Unless, oh, it's in the image. 1. Well, yeah, I don't care about that. That obviously is the same, so it's 3 colors. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? I mean, I think it makes sense because it's 3, and then I had. What was the original 3? 1, 2, 3. And then I added a darker tone and a lighter tone. So that should be just 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. What did it? Oh, I know why. It's because I've like bamboozled myself or something. So there's like, yeah, here there's like, yeah, it's just a menagerie. It's not meant to be that way at all. In fact, yeah. Let's go. Should we go with that? Yeah, why not? Flatten. Save. Do it all over again. What do we got here? That looks better. That honestly just looks, that looks better. I'd prefer that. That is a much preferred preference. Oh, there's a dungeon. Does it have all tiles or not really? Guess not. That looks a bit better too as well there, at least in this example. I guess I could also do that. I could, Oh, now I'm really debating with myself here. If the height is greater than 0.1, then do that. Else if this is getting convoluted. Else if height is greater than 0f, then we'll say um floor sprite is equal to main floor sprite. So else if height is greater than it's greater than 0, half the time we're just gonna use the main floor sprite so that it's has that kind of randomness to it. And then here we're gonna say if I just do like 0.1. Also, what's this? Total alt sprites 5 minus that becomes 3, and then you basically just say to do the 3. How? Yeah, I don't want this anymore. I'll just do like, just do that. Why not? It's fine. In 2 hours. Let's see what happens. I can also generate the other biomes and see what their alt tiles look like as well. Huh, interesting. Kind of like that. Yeah. He's chewing on the rock. He's gonna chew it. He chewed it. Yeah, I don't know if this has... No, I don't think it does have random alt tiles. Oh, there's a dungeon I can check the floor tiles in as well. Not too bad. Mm. Did I change the... I did. It's just something with that random number generator. You think it would, like, be a little... look a little more noisy, maybe? I mean, maybe it is. It's just me tripping. It's just me thinking, like, oh, yeah, it's not gonna, like, do what you think it's gonna do. That's the only thing that I'm kind of, like... it's itching me is, like, that this could be... like, I want it to be, how would I divide by 3 in a very simple way without having to convert to... To divide by 3, you need to do 2 different types of divisions. You have to... I have to, like, think this out in my head. I know if you if you multiply, you're doing left shifts and then adding them together. But in this case, you do the opposite. You would, or no, I don't want to divide by 3. I want to divide by, like, because dividing by 3 is obvious, but what I want to do is I want to divide by, like, say, 1.5 or something, right? It's not going to be as simple. I have to, like, I guess I just have to, yeah, I'll do, like, I don't want to do this, but I have to, I guess. Say, like, in fact, I don't even need that. I can just do this. Voila. There we go. So that works. So this will, or take our total alt sprites, which is 5, multiply it by 0.8, which gives you 4, and we floor it in this case. So if it was 1, then you'd 0.8, and where it becomes 0. Well, wouldn't you want it to be a ceiling? Because then it would always be... Yeah, is there a ceil to int? Yeah, I want it to be like that. And I guess I could round up. Is there a round? Round to int. I'll do the ceil, though, because I just died. That's fine. In that case, though, I would say 5 times 0.75. It rounds up. Do 1. What if it's 2? 0.2 times 0.75 is equal to that. Rounds up to 2. It's fine. Okay, so... Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Probably not going to look all that much different, but yeah. What? Okay. I'm almost tempted to like uh 8, 8, and then let's see. Where's the... Oh, it's right here. Do I really want to do that? I don't know. Oh, I changed the wrong thing. It's meant to be like that. And then, pow. Kind of don't want to use this function because of how expensive it is, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna. I mean, I really don't know how expensive it is. It might not be. I have no idea. But who knows? Just to get a nice island. Whatever. Please, 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 please. Watch, I bet another hour just passed magically. No, it's 30 minutes. Okay. It's looking promising. Or not. Just looks random now. What the heck's going on? think I'm just gonna say it looks fine. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's just like it feels like it's just I don't know. At this point, I have no idea. I've like given up, but not in a bad way. Maybe these need to be even less common. Like, cut it in half again. Make it even less common for these scenarios. And maybe also -1? No. I'm do -1. It's just nah. I think that should be 6. That should be 6. That should just be how it is. Yeah, okay, that's... Does the slime have? It does. It does have alt tiles. You can kind of see a little bit there. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Oh, this is what I want to see, like this giant area, so I can like look at the shapes. Um, I think I'm just gonna leave it there because it looks good. You know, it's more or less what I was going for. In my mind, the vision in my mind. I do want to check other biomes. There's another structure. Can I do like oh, there's a yeah, it's really affecting the dungeon in a weird way, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like this way forever in the game. It's just gonna it's not. It's just not. There's another structure right next to it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there should be like some randomness to it that like breaks it up or something, but I guess not here. Always like a small amount. Should I make it like 0.2? I am like really getting OCD with this, but that's just how it is. That's how it is sometimes. What the heck? Okay. There's a wall. Or a weak wall, yeah. Yep. He's gonna be like, it's gotta be colorful. It's gotta be colorful. Like, we hear you. Or does this have the, are those alt tiles? Or is that... What no? Oh, it's a shadow, and it's just in a really weird place. That it, like, makes it look weird. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Oh my god. Something ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it, because it's been the streams. I'm pretty sure been going for 3 hours now. I bet almost 3 hours. Oh, I just realized I got more text messages. Uh, might to make it easier to test it if you have a high contrast. Well, yeah, like a much darker tile. Well, here's the thing. Like that's what I was doing yesterday. I was deliberately trying to make them more contrasted, but then but that was like my like okay, start with this. Start by like making them easier to see. And then like today I wanted to number one, I changed the way that the uh like this was the code from yesterday that I wrote, and I wasn't really satisfied with how it worked. So I changed it so it now works in a slightly different way. On top of changing the tiles so that they just look more decent compared to like, I added like a progressively bluer tint to each of these for the sake of pretending like, oh, it's like a height map 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when in reality that's not exactly what's happening now. Like, I'm not making the assumption that like tiles are going to be next to each other in some adjacent fashion. They could be like, you could have this tile next to this tile, it's fine. So the blue tinting, wouldn't really, you'd get like large jumps of color, which doesn't make any sense. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. That was just to like demonstrate a point. Um, but this is really what I wanted to do is just try to make some alterations to the existing alt tiles so that like they were more, how should I say, they popped out a little bit more. But doing that is extremely difficult, as I found today. So yeah, um, it's I'm making it deliberately hard for myself because I'm doing both of those things at the same time. I'm like uh, testing uh, like the shape, like changing the way the shapes are generated, and then also the updating the sprites themselves. Um, and with trying to keep to those sprites because those are closer to what I'm picturing in my mind, and they still look crappy. Um, but it is what it is. So I'm satisfied with it now. It's just I was expecting a little bit more, but I guess this is as good as it's gonna get for what I'm trying to do here. So I don't want to spend any more time. I've basically spent like probably basically a total day's worth of hours doing this, and I just have to move on to the next thing. I wanted to do two things in a day, and you know, I don't know if I'll be able to do another thing today. Uh, I mean, I want to do another thing today, but it's like, will it be a long thing? Will it be a short thing? What will it be? Right? I don't have much time left to do another thing, so we'll see, right? Um, we'll have to see. I'll look at the list and see. But anyway, I'm gonna close the stream off because we're closing in on 3 hours. That's a really long stream. So I'm just gonna end it here. So for anyone out there who happened to be listening, actually let me check yeah, basically no one was watching. Or as far as I know, with how YouTube records this information. Uh basically no one was watching other than a few people, maybe stopping by or whatever. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Anyone out there. I'll